Hi everyone, it is me, Tuxedo Mask, evening coat, evening wear hide, and today we're going to talk about, you know, uh, Pioneer Sailor Moon. And keep in mind, Pioneer Sailor Moon no, today we're going to talk about Renaissance Atlantic Entertainment Sailor Moon, or New Birth Great Sea Sailor Moon, and if it would have any hate with the Sailor Moon followership out there. Now, it's hard to say if it would or not, have hatred with the Sailor Moon followership or not. First off, there are some things about it that they would either be irked over or angered over enough where they would say, oh, I hate it. And a lot of folks like to say, oh, hate is a strong English word, which, yes, it is. So, anyway, would there be anything about it that they would hate? Now, for a long time in the Sailor Moon followership, there really was, and no one really had a thought on it either way. Given to the grounds that that very few and no folks had seen it until the 8th month of 2022 Wildo. Then that's when they saw it. But it wasn't after someone did hard work, to get a hold of everyone that had something to do with it before, getting a hold of someone who knew Frank One and him leading it to be freed out. Now, first off, one of the first things they might be irked over would be Luna being a white cat. Now, it's true in Sailor Moon, Luna is either a blue cat or either a black cat, depending on on which one you're taken from. If you're going from the old drawing show, the first one, she looks like she is black. If you're going by the live show and need be other takes, then she comes off being blue. So either way, they would have been irked over that. I don't know if they would have, but we know it's something they would have brought up. The show playing, well, I guess they would have said, they would have escaped the show playing and saying, oh, well, that they didn't, the show playing is not good, they would have said. Names, yes, they would have made a big deal about the borrowed names, about why the Dawnish names were borrowed out again for, I don't know, Latinist French's borrowed names, Latinist borrowed names, French's or Spanish borrowed names, Hebrewist borrowed names, Farsiest borrowed names, Hellenist borrowed names, or Blacklandish borrowed names. They would have made a big deal about that. We already know to make a big deal about it for the Deke one, but so they would have made a big deal about it for this one too. Being half live work and half live drawing. I don't know if they would have made a big deal about that or not. Maybe they would have. Maybe it would irk them that the show went from being a live show to a drawing show. And who knows what other things they would have made a big deal over if that one would have come out and had more sagas to its name besides just that only one. Yes, they would have made a big deal about me having no hat, which I do not have in that one. And I guess they would have made a big deal about Queen Beryl not looking like how she does in the other drawing show. So yeah, they would have made something about that. And then Queen Serenity not looking the way she did, So you knew they would have made a big deal about the drawing of the selves. And them having sky ships, since they're sailor fighters, or an RA or an RE, and the RA and the RAE one, they would have called the Elderling fighters. So you knew they would have bitched about They don't call them sailor fighters or sailor keepers. Oh no. They called them the Alderling fighters, so you knew they would have made a big deal about that one. You know. And I don't really know what else they would have made a big deal out of. You know. But you know that there would have been folks that would have, you know, that would have, if they had the means to look it up, to see where tune makers or drawing makers or Renaissance Atlantic Entertainment or New Birth, Great Sea Glee got their thing from, or where they were borrowing or fostering things from. So you knew there would have been some folks saying, oh, I wish we got in the drawing show here instead of getting this half live drawing, half live work show. And they would have made a big deal out of it. You know. That's only my guess. If there would have been anything they would have been irked over or angered over. Would they have scathed it? Oh yeah, they would have scathed it. I don't know what they would have scathed it for, but they would have scathed it. You know. So yeah, that Sailor Moon doesn't really get a lot of hate from the Sailor Moon followership, under the grounds that no one saw it until the 8th month of 2022 YL, and it was only one saga to its name. So, but I do think at the end of the day there would have been some folks, you know, bitching about that. So anyway, if you like this film, then follow us over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Don't forget to give this film a like, share and playlist this film. Watch the other film we made yesterday over here, you know, if you want to. And if you are new here, hit that bell and ringer to let you know when the next upload, live stream, or short's been done. I, Tuxedo Mask, or Evening Wear High, Darian, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.